Hey, hello everyone. Sriram here. I have Saurabh with me, and he cleared PMP recently. There is always a great joy when we see someone clears his toughest certificate. Even though we have a lot of certificates in the market, one of the certificate challenges you to tell that can you read the books properly after you cross the age of 25? Can you listen the questions properly? It keeps challenging. So that's the reason this exam is pretty interesting because you're trying to do after the age of 25, 35, 45, where you don't touch the book, your children will be touching the book. By the time you have to go to the exam and clear it, right? That's interesting. Also, more of situational questions. So since the 2021 came in, there is more of agile, and many people non-agile but scared. Can I go for it? So now we're going to bring up a person who cleared successfully to talk about what happened there, how it went on. Before that, I want to give thanks to all the subscribers who are watching this program. If not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. Give some comments. What actually you look into this exam? Any specific thing you want to understand? We will explain you on those questions, right? With this, we'll give congratulations to Saurabh for this grand success. Before that, we want to understand, Saurabh, which city you are from and what is your time there now?
Hi, Shriram. So thanks for the wishes. And I am right now. I'm in Cork, Ireland, and
Okay.
yeah, it's a Republic of Ireland. My time is on 10 a.m. I will say.
In
And
India,
I've
it's
been watching I was watching India England Test match right now. So
oh, you're enjoying that match. Okay, that's good. Okay, by the way, it should be minus temperature now. Pretty cold.
it's cold. It's means 2 degree, 3 degree, not minus. 2 weeks back it was minus, but
Oh,
now it's 2 degree, 3 degree. So
two is also pretty cold for India.
uh, obviously. Yeah.
Okay, okay,
So
that's
so
good.
don't judge me if I'm wearing t-shirt. It's not 2 degree. It's a house, so it's warm.
Warmer is there. Warmer is
Yeah.
there. Right. So this is your beautiful certificate. When you saw the certificate, I'm sure you would have been the top of the world. Did you?
Okay, obviously. Means it was it was a fruitful journey. So after many years, I was like so fascinated about the certification which I have done. Means I I did completed my MBA in 2014. After that, I have never read a book in that intense way.
Okay.
So so that was I was very excited when I got the result, and it was a fabulous journey, I will say.
Did you feel little emotional when you saw the name there, success?
Not as such emotional because I'm not so expressive guy in all those feelings. I always express happiness, not sorrow.
Great. Good, good, good
But
to know.
yeah, when and in the inner soul, I was like, man, I did it.
Yeah,
I did it.
that is what important, right? In this exams, what I feel is, yes, certificate adds value. Beyond that,
Obviously,
it gives a self-confidence. I can do more.
yeah,
I, I'm capable of doing more. That we
yeah,
understand through this kind of certificates. It's not a only certificate, right? You can do more next year also. The
yeah,
point is the strength. Yes, I can do more.
yeah.
That's
That plays a major role in your professional journey. If you have got that attitude,
perfect.
confidence.
Perfect.
So yeah.
Great. Great. Super. So let's understand a little bit about your job nature if you want to share. What kind of job nature and how do you see this PMP is going to help?
See, I already work as a project manager. So when
Very
we say project manager, it doesn't mean that you are handling end to end. It's very, so you are handling some 70, 80% of the PM stuff. So I was already doing this stuff, but the thing is, uh, uh, if you're working in an organization, you understand the organization culture,
Mhm.
but not sure whether you understand the whole project management standards. You
Mhm.
understanding the organization culture, the way of doing. You know only one or two way of doing.
Mhm.
So for this examination preparation, I have to, unlearn the things, then
Mhm.
learning the things. Because if you follow your background all the time, you will be answering the question in a wrong way.
True.
So
True. That's true.
so
Like sometimes you have to go
yeah,
with the international standard and follow that.
yeah.
Perfect. Perfect.
So
How does a spark of PMP came to your mind? You being in early.
see, see, the thing is, because I work for some larger project. It runs for months, 12 months, 14 months.
Uh-huh.
So the thing is, I mean, in my previous deliverables, I realized that there are some scope of some still some scope of learning. So what is the best way to learn all those things? Either you can just make a repository of lessons learned and start working. But the thing is, if you go through a PMP certification, you have a wider coverage. You can understand that what are the other aspects you can think of.
Right,
So that was the major reason.
right, right. Because usually people do MBA would have more depth on business already.
Yeah,
So for them, the PMP will drive them a little more deeper,
yeah.
right? That's what happened. Great, great, great. So when does the journey started for PMP
Uh,
thought process?
I will say in the second week of November. So it came in my mind, and uh, and I talked to my in my organization. I talked to my manager. So I learned a lot of management stuff from my manager. Frankly speaking,
Wow,
he's ideal to me in my understanding my deliverables, my learning. So I really appreciate his
this is great,
confidence.
Saurabh. This is great, Saurabh, because usually a member don't appreciate their manager. It's very rare.
Yeah, I'm
So
lucky.
when you're giving that, that is a really good manager, and you're also appreciating by learning with them. Great,
Yeah,
good to know.
that's when I was doing the PMP. I realized that, oh man, this all the qualities it's there. I
Oh,
am observing it in front of me. If you
ah,
are saying you are accountable of anything, it
ah,
means accountable. No one is poking the nose all the time. No one is doing micromanagement. But the thing is, it's your baby. So you think of, and if the project is your baby, you think of what can go wrong. You will foresee the risk. You can plan accordingly. So those things are already, pushed in me. So I
mhm.
understand all those things. So I was like, oh man, I am lucky now.
That's nice. That's nice. Good to know you are seeing some live example.
Yeah, and I'm following the same thing with my all the team who's working with me. I follow the same. I follow the same traits so that I don't go and push them and get the things done, because in the next project I will again work with those people again. So I don't want to ruin the relation. So this is a key factor as a project manager, I will say.
Right? Are you talking about servant leader concept here?
Definitely, I will say servant leader concept, definitely. But sometime it happens that you have to be a bit aggressive, the conflict management thing, you have to force something. But
Yeah.
people should not see you in that way. They will
Mm.
understand, they should understand your situation, why you're forcing them. So that's a good thing.
Good, good,
So
good to know. Great. So now let's talk a little about the books, what you prefer and read for the examination.
yeah, yeah. So I will tell. I started my PMP study in the first week of December, not before that. I did my some project management study in my masters. I did my MBA from DT Mumbai. So I did in 2012 to 14 batch. So, but the thing is, you forget all the lesson in the journey. So, uh, in second week of December, first week of December, I started reading the PM Box 6 version. So when I started reading the PM Box 6 version, I was focusing in that thing only. I was not reading any other book.
Mm.
And before the exam, I never read any other book, only the PM Box. And
Mm.
I will say, uh, not entirely. Means people say that I started from page one and I completed 900 pages, not in
Down.
that way. Yeah, I will say on a high level, I completed it around 7 to 8 times.
Very good. Very good.
Whenever I get any questions which was wrong in my mock test or anything, I went back to PM Box,
Mm.
understood the context, again come back and now realized where I was wrong. So PM Box was my Bible.
One book. You stayed with only one book.
Yeah, this is my philosophy, my uh, in the back days, earlier days as well, because if you know this is only one source, you build the concept. Then once you build the concept, then go and diverge in other areas, other books. Unless until you don't build a concept and you have a stronghold, don't go into other areas.
I like
So
it. I like it. That's a good idea, actually. I keep trying to tell this to many other candidates. Don't deviate. Take one book,
yeah,
read it properly. But unfortunately, what happens is people have the tendency, is there any easy language to learn faster? So they start switching over. Thanks for that. Real valuable points. So where you practice the questions? Do you practice
the
questions?
yeah, the practice questions I see before 31st 1st January, the content was different. So
Mhm.
I was enrolled with one of the training institutes. Um, so I only got some it was self-learning thing, no
Okay.
group study, nothing. It was only self-learning. Video was there. You just go read it. I was not fascinated by those videos, frankly speaking. The thing is, I need a people to work to study with. But still, I was going through the videos, I realized that it will help me, in a crash course sort of thing. But PMBOK, I have to read it in detail.
Uh,
So in for that learning institute, I have gone through the test, the mock test. Uh, Luckily, they revised the mock test for after this
right.
content revision as well. So I was following them, and I also received your mock test of 100 questions. I remember I just
Mhm.
completed in a day before exam just to
Mhm.
see my confidence, and I was 70 out of 100. So
Good, good,
so
good.
I was getting the score in all the mock around 70. It has started from 55, then
Uh,
it went to 66,
uh,
then it was always in 70. But some people told me you should score 80, then only you can think of getting your
no,
examination eyes. So
yeah, yeah. See, average score is 68 to 75% is a decent score. Because
okay,
moment from 55 you go to 60, 65, the acceleration has started already. When you
yeah,
go to exam, you'll go to 80. So
yeah.
it, the brain has started progressing. But if it go reverse way, we have to work out. If it's going to advance way, we can be assured we are good. Very good. So talk about last 5 days of a preparation. What you're doing last 5 days of a push.
So last 5 days means I made sure that because PM Talk was my Bible, so I made sure that I covered two topics every day,
Revision. Hmm.
revision, two topics every day, so that
Hmm.
I don't miss anything. It should not be like, oh, because in an exam if you're sitting and you think, oh, I might have read this, I knew this, but I'm not able to answer. That will frustrate you and it will impact you 5 to 10 questions
Hmm.
because it
Hmm.
will keep it in your mind. So I made sure no, I don't miss all those things. And the agile book which was in the last of the PM book. So I also gave it a try 7 to 8 times at least, I will say.
Wow.
So it was like just go keep reading, and if you find something catchy, just think of that. You will get your answers cleared. You will get the clarifications.
Very good.
So 5 days in the I will 2 days back I was a bit tensed.
Uh-huh.
I in the January month I started watching your videos. Means I got a suggestion of
Uh-huh.
your videos. I started watching a couple of videos. Someone was in UK and someone was in India already. So I have seen those videos to understand what's happening. So that's why I was like, okay, at least I'm getting some real examples right now. What the people is feeling in the examination.
Right. Right.
And I reached out to Adi. Adi, she was your student. I
Yes.
reached out to her on a LinkedIn because I saw her video and she said one thing: "If I can do, anyone can do." So that was like, man, I should talk to her because I never talked to anyone about my PMP examination. Never. Means that there was no any person who was studying with me.
Right.
So I was like a lone warrior in a battlefield. So
Okay.
I talked I talked to Adi and I said that see, this is my concern. I don't know what is the passing score, whatever, but I'm getting this much of a score. And what what is your suggestion? Even if you're very competent at the last moment, you will feel some stress, some tension. I was feeling the same thing.
True, true.
And Adi gave me confidence. And I again watched a video. She gave me some of your 100 questions, and I tried it. It was I was I was getting a boost. So I
Wow.
will say a
Yeah.
suggestion to everyone:
Yeah.
in last 5 days, make sure that you talk to someone who is going to motivate you.
That's true. That's true. Specifically asked this question last 5 days is those are the days we either win or lose, not in the exam. If
Correct.
you want to lose, you lose in this 5 days itself, right?
Yeah, yeah, right.
Not the exam, you lose here. If you want to gain, you gain here. Those 5 days
Yeah,
very important. I tell them that get away from television, get away from mobile, get away from the news, anything distracts you. Get away from your office work and start your concentration, feel confident.
obviously.
So that's what I was checking with you. That's
You're
great
right.
to Adi for doing that.
Yeah,
Okay.
I means I am still in contact with her, so I want to say thanks to her in this public forum.
That's nice. That's nice. Good, good. You're giving up. That one thing I found with you is you keep giving thanks to people once you achieve things. That's a really good nature.
Yeah,
I appreciate that.
yeah.
Coming back, exam day. Was it a center-based exam or proctor?
It was a proctor based.
Proctor exam. So
Yeah.
the marriage day. What was the day? What happened there?
So see the thing about how I prepared for the exam, I will tell you. I will go again the 5 days, go
Acha.
back in the 5 days.
Okay.
So I knew that my examination will my I know my slot. This is my slot. So I made sure in the last 4 to 5 days I give the mock test in that timing only, not in
Uh,
the morning or evening, so that the chemical locha should not happen in your brain. Your brain should be active at that particular time.
right. Perfectly did. Okay.
So I accordingly plan. So my schedule was from 2 to 6 something.
Okay.
So in the last 5 days, I gave the mock at 2 to 6.
Mm.
So I was not so panicked
Mm.
when on the exam day. No panic, I will say. 100% I
That's
was confident,
okay.
relaxed,
Uh,
and I went for a walk also in the morning time
uh,
to get a fresh air before
mm.
the exam. No book reading, nothing, and
Get ready for the punch.
yeah, getting ready for the punch. And I will say only one day I was getting a bit tensed when I talked to Adi. After that, I was like a normal guy.
Ah,
I was like I made sure that see result is not in my hand. Only the answer which I'm going to deliver it is in my hand. So be
perfect.
calm, be
Perfect.
composed, answer it. We'll see whether what the result will come.
Perfect. Perfect. Good.
Yeah.
Good. Good.
So that was my thought process. Means I usually follow this process, but on that particular day when I was stressed, it was wiped out. So
Mm. It happens.
so the Proctor exam, I started when I started exam, I was a bit means uh, uh, I just wanted to get a clarification whether I can drink water or not or something. So I asked the proctor in the chat that see this is a glass of water I'm having in my hand. It's a
Can
transparent as per the PMI rule. So should I? So he said, yeah. So I said, just see, I'm on a video. I'm showing you the glass in my video. Are you
uh,
okay with that? I just
uh,
wanted to make a confirmation that there should be no, violation of code I'm doing. So
good.
I have shown all the rooms in the snap, and that was clean.
Good.
And one thing I realized that because sometimes when I was answering the question, I was speaking, so that people should avoid it.
You keep murmuring and they try to see.
Yeah,
They'll ask you,
yeah.
right? They warn you.
Yeah. So that's we should avoid. Even in the practice, if you're doing the mock test or even you are trying to study, avoid this thing. Otherwise, it will impact your exam. Your exam.
This is why we conduct some simulation mock exam and we
Hmm.
ask people to come on the camera. When you do the exam, I have to point them, you are doing lip reading, please don't read. Because they want two, three times. Third time they'll tell we'll cancel the exam. Kind of warning
Yeah.
them. Okay, that's great. So the exam started on time in the sense you have to show your photo proof, then you have to show the pictures of your room, and they're starting perfectly on the time. There is no
Yeah.
delay.
It was on time, and
Okay.
I was surprised that people were saying 270 minutes. I never saw 270 minutes. It was
Super.
always 230 minutes plus 30 minutes a grace for doing all those things.
Right.
So
It was in January, some people got it, grace,
hmm,
because new people, right? So they gave a
hmm,
grace time. Now they removed it. Now it's only 230.
lucky, lucky. Why
Anyway,
I'm like why I'm saying lucky. I will tell you later.
okay, go ahead. How the exam went on?
Exam was like it was a stressful exam.
Oh,
Why I'm saying because whatever the mock exam I have given, whatever the exam, whatever I have learned, that okay, I might get some questions, one-liner question, two-line question. It was not the case for me. It was heavy questions,
bounces.
and yeah, lot of readings. And the thing is, when because my average speed was like 180 questions, 200 minutes in the mocks, which I have seen. So I was
Oh,
always saving some 20 minutes in the mocks.
hmm. Hmm.
My first 60 questions, it took me 95 minutes.
More than one
I
and a half.
came, I came downstairs. My wife was sitting, and I said, "It seems that we will get a bad result." Then again, I went upstairs.
Uh-huh.
I just did some meditation sort of thing just to make myself calm, and I said, "I still have 120 questions left.
Hmm.
Don't be disheartened. Let's focus on the 120 questions."
Hmm.
So I remember that 120 questions I had in my hand and 135 minutes, something
Hmm.
like this.
Hmm.
Then last 60 question, 55 minutes.
Wow, sharp. Okay.
Last 20 question, 7 minutes.
Oof. It's looking at 2020 match. Okay.
So because what I anticipated, it was not going the same way. Questions were tough. I had to read, and it was not like you would go and just answer anything,
Right.
because questions, for me, it was like more hybrid sort of thing.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah.
Mm.
So the thing is, if it's straight agile, you know the answer. If it's straight predictive, you know the answer. If it's hybrid, now the tricky part comes the picture.
See, PMI is famous for psychometric exam. They play with you. Okay. In January month, people are getting all straight questions. In February, slightly they raise the bar. Slowly they're going higher. When you say hybrid, I understand your pain. Even a great project manager, when you put a hybrid question, tricky. You don't know, a manager has to make a decision, or team has to make a decision, or what kind of combination should happen there. On top of that, they'll give multi-choice, A, B, or A, C.
Yeah.
You will be okay. I can feel the pain what you have gone through there.
So for me, it was like more than 60 questions were hybrid.
Phew, pretty heavy, yeah.
More than that. That's why it took time, because straightforward, you know the answer. I'm in the business, I know what should be the answer, because I have done the whole reading.
Got, got
But
you.
when a hybrid was like, oh man, you,
Bonus.
the thing is, you have to read the question twice or thrice.
Time
You have
consuming.
to read the answer twice. That's why it took time. But yeah, I will say whatever Adish said in her video, that was same. That was all true. And I bought her one idea when I was having 7 minutes 20 questions. She was having a 3 minutes 10 questions. So I, if you see her video, so,
Yeah, yeah.
all of a sudden I it came in her mind what she did.
Um,
Start from the last part of the question.
uh, read last line, answer it. Okay. So how
So I
big
think
the
I think
sorry,
question
go on.
were long. Question were long, lengthy,
No single lines.
very rare.
Very less. Hmm.
I'm not sure whether they have seen my face and said, no, this guy is already doing some PMP stuff. Throw him some weird questions.
No, no. It's a random choosing, not with the person.
I'm just kidding. So,
You manage this 20 in a 7. You know, you have to read the last sentence. That's fine. But answer, you have to read all the 4 answers or 6
yeah,
answers.
yeah.
That is key.
That's why I mean when I started doing this thing, my hands were trembling. My head were like, how to start, how to read. So
God, man. Very tough. Very tough. God.
it was tough. It was tough.
Good, good, good. When you copied and click the last button, did you have a feel that, yes, I'm PMP certified, or you are doubtful?
No, I never thought about the result when I clicked on
Nothing.
submit.
Nothing.
Frankly speaking, never thought. Once I submitted, congratulations was there. I called my wife. My wife went out for some bring some stuff for me.
Uh,
She was sure that I will clear the exam. So
wow,
I
wow, wow.
I
Look at
I
the
called
confidence.
her. I called her that yeah, I have cleared. So happy days.
Wow, that's great, right? See, when you get a result like that, the joy, something
It is
it peaks.
right, right.
Great, great.
So now I'm trying to apply all those learnings in my day-to-day life. Uh, See, it's not only the professional life, even in personal life. This helps. It's
True,
the whole life is project,
true,
so
exactly.
we have to accordingly plan.
Perfect. See, if you want to tell people, they have to focus more on risk management or something on cost management. But it is those areas will be very tough. These days, I'm seeing more on people area questions are tougher. They're trying to focus more on people, collaboration, or resource management. So,
Hmm.
which area you recommend people to read better when you go for these exams? Any specific area?
Oh, no, I will not say that any specific area. I will say go through the whole thing.
Mhm.
Learn, read the things from the as a PM perspective, not as your perspective. You will get what the answer. It might happen that even without reading, you will know the answer. But
Mm,
unless until you don't put yourself in the PM shoes, ideal PM shoes, things will
mm,
not work. And I'm pretty sure that in the organizations we don't do the ideal PM thing. We go into micromanagement. We go into the some substandard things.
right.
We ask. It's not a right thing to do. I mean, sometimes we go in that direction, but and it become a habit. It become a habit. So we have to remove those things become think as ideal PM, and then you will know all the answers automatically. What should be done, what should not be done.
Okay, okay. You're talking about the mindset. First, create that
Yeah,
mindset that um, I'm a I'm a ideal PM. What PMI book says. So PMI book
yeah.
comes of research. So
Hmm.
am I that person? Okay, pretty good, pretty good. Great. So are you from agile background? Do you have agile information in
I,
your?
I I I am doing the. I have agile background. I am also certified as Scrum product owner, a Scrum
Right.
master.
So still in all
So
agile areas are tougher in exam.
obviously the thing is, Scrum master, Scrum product owner is like uh, into the details, but the question is mostly about how you implement those things.
Oh, they're going
Now
deep.
the implementation part, the
Ah,
implementation part, how you implement agile in organization, those things will come in the picture. There you will find something tricky.
mm,
Uh, but
mm.
but the thing is, for the day-to-day scenario, the day-to-day business you do, there was very less question in that, very very less. That what is product owner, what is the definition, what is the scrum? No, the such questions. It's like
Those are removed, I believe. Initially, those were the questions in January. They removed
yeah.
it. Or they found you. Saurabh is coming. The
Right.
next Saurabh drink water every break.
so
Man,
but at the end, everything was good. So
that's
I was
nice.
still happy. At least I cleared the examination.
That joy will
So
be for the next 2 3 months with you. Because achieving the certificate would have made you pull out all your energy,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
You have tested your real patience to sit for 4 hours, think continuously in the same direction, and be with the self confidence. It would have pulled all the energy, right? That's really, really good
yeah.
news from you. Great, good. So, how is it recognized in your corporate? Do they found it? Wow, this guy did something great.
Everyone and so whoever was aware, they were like, good, you did great thing, and everyone appreciated. Means I'm lucky that I'm running a team. I am a part of that team, a
Wow.
PMO team, PM team, that they appreciate whatever you do, and they will ask you to bring some change.
Ah,
So
that's nice. That's nice. So, how is it
yeah,
in Ireland? Ireland is a place of. They have a mix of prints also there, or only PMP is having recognition there.
it depends. If your company is US based,
Ah,
PMP. If company is EU based, then PMP.
ah,
So in my case, it's a US based. So
right. If not, also I think PMP has a little upper hand in many areas where this guy is
yeah,
talking
yeah.
about style also. Fantastic, great. So, if you want to tell how many days you would have prepared or how many hours you spend time to preparation, any advice?
Definitely.
Read these many hours. It's enough.
It varies from person to person. But I
Exactly.
will say again, read the book, read the PM book. Don't deviate to multiple books at the same time. Read one book. Honestly, it's like your Guru Dronacharya. Focused at him only and do it.
Thanks for telling that because it's a hard time. I have to tell everybody take one book, read it fully, completely read,
Yeah,
believe the book. Mm.
it is like it's it's a very boring book. But once you understand the gist, it is not boring. I'm telling you. Once you read the thing and you start loving it, it's not never boring. PM book is like, man, it has a lot of things inside that.
Amazing book. I don't know who guys prepared that. Such an effort they put. We have to appreciate that.
Yeah,
Read
yeah.
wonderful book. Anytime you can read. Even after exam, you have to spend time.
Obviously. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I will be using those learnings in my upcoming projects. So I will be reading that book again and again.
Great,
It's not
great,
about clearing the exam. It's about learning a new way of doing the things.
perfect, perfect. Great, good, great. I really want to thank you for coming up here to give this wonderful experience. And is there
Yeah.
any thing else you want to tell to the candidates? Guys, be prepared like this. Something you want? You have any tips?
No, there's no such tips. The thing is only, well, as I mentioned, read the
Focus.
book honestly.
Okay.
Focus on that.
Okay.
And don't get panicked. If you are getting 70 plus, you are ready for the examination. So
That's
analyze your mistakes in your mock test and be with the people who will motivate you. I was having only one person who motivated me, and I watched your videos, 3 or 4 videos,
right.
repeated multiple times. But yeah, it helped
That's
me.
that's good. Now, we need this positive energy. That too,
Yeah,
when you prepare this kind of exam, sitting all alone, we need
yeah,
this energy which can support you. That's
yeah.
fantastic. Superb, Saurabh. I would personally want to thank you for coming up on your early morning hours from Ireland to give some inputs to us. Let this help people who are preparing, who have a confusion whether I can go for both the
Sure.
books, one book. In exam hall, I have very less minute how to do. So you gave some tips for that, right? So don't get panic. That's a message you gave.
Yeah.
Right? That's a really good message. And good. Keep winning more in your corporate life. Good wishes for your success.
Thanks. Thanks, Shri. Thank you.
Right.
Thank you.
Thanks all the subscribers for watching this wonderful journey, and let know for any comments. So we will talk about and listen to those questions with the great winners who do this PMP. Thanks all. We'll catch up again. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.